what you're looking at right now is actually the IDF tracking unit alongside some of the police trackers. They're trying to see where the terrorists managed to make these ingress and egress points from. You would have suspected he came from the road, but they found something in that vicinity that's got the entire team interested in. They've been very tight-lipped about their findings so far, but I want to take you through the attack site as we've seen it at the moment. Now, we're going to take the camera for a brief moment, Oren. Follow me. We're going to take a look at where the shrapnel made its impacts from the blast site so you can have an idea of the scale of the explosion and the damage done at various distances. Follow me right to about here. We're now about 15 feet away from the explosion. You can actually see some damage on the tree here. You see shrapnel blew in about 6-7 millimeters into the wood, so it was at this point relatively of low velocity. But where the major injuries happened was a lot closer to the site of the explosion, where the damage was a lot more significant. Follow me briefly here. And you can see where the bomb was placed. Right here is where the bomb was placed against the fence. It blew the masonry and the stone open, and you can see right here the shrapnel damage to the pole. Come here, Oren. Take a quick look. You can actually see where the shrapnel peppered the entire steel column, so you get an idea of how much shrapnel was being thrown out by the explosion and the sort of force it was having at these close ranges. So it blew its way across the street, actually about damaging cars out to 150 feet away from what we've seen, possibly even further. That's just the ones that we managed to find. Now the site is being used by many of the community members to pray, to give their condolences and the like, which is what this large gathering around me right now is. But that's the idea of the scale of the explosion. Now, at the moment, the police are still investigating alongside the military tracking units just where the person came from and, of course, what was used in the explosion itself. Because once you know what chemicals were used to make the weapons, you could potentially find the sources of those and track back from there to the group involved itself. If they can do that, then they can start making arrests, start doing investigations, and finding just how deep this really goes.